all I know, they all may end up on the Eastern Front. But, you know, okay, so, alternate history Thursday. Today, we've got what should be a good one. Now, saw a couple of comments, you know, since that Bismarck video, on the Bismarck KG5 video, and I thought they were pretty interesting. What if Bismarck's attempt to break out had been delayed by about 2 months, giving sufficient time for Tirpitz to be made ready, and let's, you know, since we're already altering history, let's say, since you have that extra 2 months now, Scharnhorst and Gneisenau were sent on a reverse channel run back through the channel to Kiel. And then they all decide come out together. Okay, alright, very interesting. So that's what we're going to do. Now, there are a few things to keep in mind. How the British would react to this. Number one thing to remember, and Doc Clarke reminded me of this as we were discussing this, the British, by July of 41, had pretty much most of the German ports infiltrated. Now, British intel did. At which point they would have known the anchors were coming up before they were even up. Okay. So, with that advanced knowledge, what would the Brits have done? Well, most likely what they would have done, because let's face it, the 4 of those ships were determined that they could not be allowed to survive. Their mere existence was a problem. This is what the 2 of us combined came up with. Basically, you've got KG5, Prince of Wales, Duke of York, Repulse, Hood, Suffolk, Devonshire, Berwick, Norfolk. Alright. Now, in addition to that, you have... Now, if any of y'all think that, you know, a 9 on 8 was going to be sufficient, you know, good enough for home fleet and for Admiral, the Admiralty, even the first Sea Lord at the time, I got some bad news for you. Yeah, it's like I said in a comment on the KG alternate Denmark Strait video. In 1941, the British Admiralty was not exactly in a fair play mood. So what does that mean? What would the British Admiralty have done? Well, when Home Fleet asked them what ships to send out to intercept that, group trying to break out, their answer would have been very succinct and to the point. Yes, they would have sent the entire Home Fleet to stop that. As a result, not only do we have those 9, we have this group: Rodney, Nelson, Revenge, Resolution, Warspite, Barham. This looks familiar, doesn't it? A fast group out here essentially acting as bait to bring the Germans to the heavy group. That's a playbook right out of Beatty and Jellicoe in 1916. It's Jutland 2.0. So that's what we're doing. All right. The plan is, the battle plan is, Germans come in from the northeast. They're coming out of Skagerrak. That's at it's straight between Denmark and Norway. Coming out of Skagerrak and into the North Sea there. Okay. The British are blockading it. Telling the Germans, you want out? You come on out. We're ready to play. So, my plan is once the Germans, whether they come in this way, or down through here, I've got plans for that. Now, if they start moving this way, okay, we move KG5 and her group into a blocking position over here. With that, the heavy group will come out, and now if they're coming out as one group down this way, heavy group comes in, hits them in the side. All right. If they come down this way, we can still move KG5's group against them. Revenge group hits them in the side. They come down the center. Obviously, what's going to happen there? KG5 blocks. Revenge group comes around, pops them. What if they split in two? All right. We got a plan for that. We get them coming this way. KG5 will take one force, or one group. Revenge will take the other. So that's the plan. Or plans. Multiple plans here. It's just a matter of which one gets executed. So, let's get it going. Alright. You already see we are in position. Now we are going to slow down a little bit. No, scratch that. Here we go. Alright, first target in position. attack. All right, come on, KG5 group. Yeah, there she goes. First salvo out. Now we're gonna crank up the speed for KG5. And that is Bismarck. She is totally recognized. No, that's unmistakably Bismarck. All right. All right. So we got KG5 group moving. We're going to go ahead and get Revenge group moving here for the time being. All right, back over here to KG5, our flagship for our fast group. All right, we're going to switch to that. Okay, there's second ship. It could be Tirpitz. It could be one of the Scharnhorst. It is one of the Scharnhorst. So, we can work with this. Alright. Alright, now let's not get overly committed. But I do believe this is them splitting in two. That's fine. We got this. Everybody hit Bismarck. Man, Bismarck's already taken a hit. She's taking a 14-inch hit. Alright. Now. Uh-oh. Here we go. They split. We do have a split force. Alright, we're going to send heavy against that. And we're going to, yeah, keep the fast force on this guy. On Bismarck here. Bismarck's hit again. Good. That looked like it was a good one. Alright, keep pounding. Bismarck took up 15. Nice. 15, that means hood. Or repulse. Either one. That's Tirpitz. Alright, so it's confirmed. Alright, get Revenge class. Yeah, we're good. That's actually perfect. Alright. So we're getting heavy group attacking Tirpitz. Fast group hitting Bismarck. Alright, let's see what happens, y'all. Alright, that's going to be Scharnhorst Scharnhorst or Gneisenau, a Scharnhorst-class, most likely over there. Alright, Bismarck, hit again. Check our... Yeah! She's just taking them. Yeah! This is what we want. Alright, fast group. Just keep doing it. Now, we do need to check on Repulse. She's taking some hits. Nothing, well, I'm going to say nothing too horrendous. Nothing she can't survive. So, she may be in trouble. Just saying. Alright. Go over here. And we still got heavy group going after the wrong target. Repulse has been hit by Bismarck. And we're still just out of range of Tirpitz. Alright. Bismarck is just getting lit up over there. All right. All right. So, why did it go quiet all of a sudden? Essentially. Ooh. Now, Bismarck is absolutely getting lit up. Okay, so figure most likely what we're dealing with was an attempted pincer move. The way I would do it in this situation be Bismarck, one of the Scharnhorst we've already seen is there, and then two of the heavies that we know came with them. Going down this way. Tirpitz and the other Scharnhorst, along with the other two heavies, will be trying to go this way. So we're going to set up for that. And Repulse is still getting hit. Bismarck. See how she's doing. She's... overall, she's okay. I think she's gonna be all right. Yeah. All right, let's check on Revenge Group. How they're doing. Ooh. All right, Bismarck's still getting lit up. And I'm still telling you, I'm not going to quit telling you guys to go after Tirpitz. That's what I want. Alright. Tell them to add that leg. Alright, they're still 37,000 yards out. They're closing, though. Whereas KG-5 and her group are rapidly approaching on Bismarck. Alright. Bismarck is just taking a beating. I mean, I don't think there's much left of her. Questioning how much ability she has left to fight. Is doing very good work. Doing some amazing work. Go back to KG-5, take another look at how she's doing. I don't know why my camera keeps just wanting to jump up there like that. Alright. Just keep doing it. Alright. Alright. So, another hit. Alright, just keep... Uh-oh. Pulse is in trouble. So, let's go back over here. Yeah, she got some fire. I mean, a fire, which we need to move somebody to. Like now. Doing okay on most things here. Bismarck is just getting beaten. Now we're just eating Bismarck up. Alright, keep it going. Alright, need to check on revenge. Interesting. Where'd Tirpitz go? Where did Tirpitz take off to? I mean, we can see that the Bismarck group is trying to run. Where's Tirpitz? Repulse is hit again. How's she doing? How's she doing? How's she doing? We still got a little while. Overall, she's fine. All right. Alright, fast group. Ooh, good. Eisenhower took a big 8-inch. Alright, let's get all of my main group attacking the same target here. I want Bismarck. Yeah, I want Bismarck taken out. And at this point, the Admiralty will want Bismarck taken out. Repulse is taking a beating, though. But even Gneisenau's taking a beating. Alright, we've lost group 2. Alright. We've lost Tirpitz group, it looks like. Lost contact with them. Alright. Alright, keep hitting them. Repulse is in trouble. We gotta take a look at Repulse here. Yeah, she's in big trouble. I get somebody on that fire. Get this guy on that fire. Alright. And Gneisenau is just She's not exactly doing so hot either. I mean, both of the big ships on Bismarck group are burning. Yep, that'll be the second. Oh! Alright. I'm going to take KG-5, entire group, shift fire to Gneisenau, attack, hit her with everything. Alright, we're close enough. We're just going to hit her with everything we got. Yeah, keep going. Keep pounding on her. Alright, we got her foot on one of them's throat. Now, that being said, we cannot lift. We cannot let up. We must continue the pressure. Alright, we gotta get that flooding under control back there. Okay. Alright. Alright, everything that's a problem is being addressed at this point. Alright, come on. Send it to the bottom. They are just relentless. Alright. We seem to have lost contact. With Tirpitz group. Now, is this because they run? Is it because... what? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll work on that in a minute. In the meantime, we have contact with these guys. Raises an interesting question. Did the Tirpitz group just cut and run and leave the Bismarck group to basically a watery grave? That's what it's looking like. Is that they just left Bismarck's group to die. Save themselves. Ooh. Alright, come on, get that magazine out, boys. Come on, repulse crew. Somebody do something with the Gneisenau already. Put one through that thing's magazine and get it over with already. Or just put one through a magazine. Alright. they're doing good, though. Keep it up. Now, for those of you who may question why I'm doing this PvE instead of PvP, well, this game doesn't have a PvP option. However, there is a way of doing it. And to do that, I need some of you. In the Discord server, down in the description, just go click on that. You go, click on the Discord server, bang, there you go. Easy as that. You can be controlling one of the other ships. You know, or one of the other groups in this case. Now, it's not traditional PvP. It would be more... It works better for the one-on-ones or two-on-ones. The small scale, not these grand scale battles. Get a couple of you. Got me in the middle. You tell me which way you want to go, what firing pattern, all that stuff. I plug in the commands. And there goes Knising out. Alright. So, KG5 group, change up. Retarget Bismarck. Alright, Revenge Group is already targeting Bismarck. So, that works. Alright, we're going to turn them north. I'm going to turn them northeast to attack. Oh, Norfolk's hit. She should be fine, though. Should be alright. Check on Repulse. She was getting heavily damaged. Alright, so we've got them all classified over here. Alright, we're going to switch up to loose for KG5. Oh, hood's hit. Gotta check her out. She's fine. She'll be okay. Bismarck hit again. I mean, she's doing 20 knots, but... Let's go ahead and turn KG5 group. That direction. This way we somehow keep pace, somewhat keep pace with Bismarck. So we are moving faster, but we gotta get positioning. Alright. There you go. Got quite a few shots in. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing here? Okay. Revenge group is turning in. They're heading in. Alright, they're currently 40,000 yards out. But they're closing. Alright. Ooh, Repulse took another hit. We'll check on her momentarily. Alright. And there we go. Now, Rodney and Nelson there, of course, are well within range. Now, for theirs, they're working on doing something. Alright, how are we doing here? Okay, still, you know, Repulse is pretty well beat up, but I don't think I'm going to have to pull her out of the fight yet. Yeah. I want to keep her in the fight. She's just going to have to play hurt. So, we'll see. Ooh, Bismarck took another hit. Alright. You know, my American viewers, those that have been in sports, y'all get the concept of playing hurt. You know, sometimes you just got to. They tell you not to, but let's face it, we do anyway. Ew, yeah, hurt. She's not going to be able to turn so well. That's not going to be good for her. For Repulse. Actually, you know what? I am going to break her out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to break her off. Allow Repulse to go do her own thing. Yeah, we're just going to allow Repulse to leave the engagement area. We'll get Repulse out of here. The rest of the group, fast group, will continue. . Matter of fact, fast group is going to change course again. This time we're going this direction. We're going to close and try to get the kill. We're going to close and attempt to finish off Bismarck. And if we can get the other two in the process, well, that's just even better. Alright, we'll get repulse out of here as best we can. Alright, go back to KG5. She's doing good. Alright. And Revenge Group doing the best they can. You know, there's a reason. I mean, they're not exactly called the fast group, y'all. So, let's get them. Alright. Alright, KG5's loading. Still. And alright, so let them charge down these three here. There we go. Okay. So, fast group is charging. Trying to slow down. If not outright destroy Bismarck group. I mean, outright destroying them would be awesome. That would be perfect. But slowing them down would work too. Alright, we're at 37,000 yards. 39,000 Revenge from Bismarck. Alright. We'll get somebody on that flooding. And get the repairs done on repulse. Alright, come on KG5, do your thing. Okay. So, let's see. Well, kind of all we got now left to do is wait and see what happens. Right? You know, is Tirpitz, I mean, the fact that we haven't, the fact we haven't seen an attack from the Tirpitz group against a group that is literally in front where they were. Tells me they've cut and run. So, let's see. Now, Bismarck took a 14 and a 16. Okay. Okay, well. All right, come on, y'all. Keep it up. There we go. Good hits, good hits, good hits. All right. Let's get them. All right, now. So the radar really isn't doing much good right now. You know, I'm just going to tell KG-5 unload. Fire at will. Because I don't think we got enough time to wait. So it's just a matter of allow her to just unleash hell. Okay. So good news, though, is we haven't lost any friendlies. I mean, we almost lost Repulse. She can't hardly turn at this point. Alright, let's see if we can manually get her to turn away. How am I doing? Yeah, she's turning. There we go. Yeah. We got her to moving. She's slowly making that turn. Keep in mind, she's only got like 20% turning ability now. So, yeah. Alright, we're 27,000 yards in closing on Bismarck. You know what? do something else. Instead of... Let's take out Lutzow. Turn them all onto Lutzow and just pick them off one at a time from back to front. I think that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. We just took a 15. Yeah, right to the rudder. What is it with battles involving Bismarck and rudder hits? Somehow she managed to not get hers hit. Well, that's just unacceptable. So, we are going to have to, yeah, deal with that. Okay, come on. All right. So, all right. Now, KG5 took another hit. Okay, yeah, it's a little flooding. Not in a critical area, though. That's the important thing. Non-critical. So, yeah. We just gotta get that... We gotta get that rudder fixed. I mean, good night. Alright, well, good news. Warspite, or Warspite. No, Warspite's with the other group. But, yeah, she's doing okay. She's in one piece, you know, for you list fans. She hasn't, you know, she hasn't done what, you know, she usually does in the list fights. Well, I don't want to say it. Because, yeah. I don't want to jinx anything for her. Okay, come on, slow it down, slow it down. Ooh, just barely. All right, we got her slowed down and falling back just a little bit. Okay, come on, Suffolk. Move. Out. Get. Scram. Beat it. Get moving. Alright, we can get her going again here. Alright, we'll get her moving again. Get her out of the engagement. Oh, KG-5 just took it. 11-inch? Who's got 11-inch left? Over there. Who's got 11-inch over there? None of them have 11-inch. That I know of. I don't think any of them do. Alright, so we'll go take a look. So yeah. Admiral, no. We got Lutzow. Ah, Lutzow. Has 11-inch. Okay. And Prinz Eugen is 8. Alright. Whew. Had me sweating bullets there. I was like, wait a minute. We're pretty sure Scharnhorst was with the other group. With Tirpitz when they ran. So, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so let's see. All right, KG-5's taking some more hits. This time, Bismarck got one in. Okay. Ooh. We got a little flooding up forward. But overall, she's still good. KG-5 is still good. She's getting a little low on ammo. So, yeah. We could be doing better there. But overall, you know, we're okay for now. Just, you know, like I said, I mean, we could be doing a little better. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, boys and girls. We may have them. Bismarck's turning back. It's time to gut her like a fish. Alright, 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 alright. I know what I'm going to do. Alright, it's time to gut her like a fish. Attack Bismarck. The whole group. Everything. Alright, let's get her. Let's get the whole group after her. Alright. So every gun in the fleet is on Bismarck now. Bismarck just made a fatal mistake. Oh no! No! I lost KG-5. Okay. Okay. We're losing KG-5. Not good. Alright. KG-5 has got to break off. Alright, so Prince of Wales is now flagship for the fast group. Alright, form them all up on Prince of Wales. Alright, we'll go with that. Trying to get KG-5 out of the way. Because we are going to lose her. Alright. Honestly, I mean, I don't see any way of saving her. Literally every fire team is up on that forward section. It's all flooded. She's already down at the bow. We're losing. We're not going to be able to save her. But Prince of Wales, on the other hand, and Duke of York, they're coming for payback. Alright, here we go. They're working to finish this. And given the position, I do believe it's safe to say that Bismarck's done for. Or rather, sorry. I mean, obviously Bismarck's going to be done for. But Tirpitz has, taken her entire group and cut and run. They've run away. So, this raises an interesting question. Assuming this turns out the way, yeah, it's becoming pretty obvious that it's going to. Especially considering Bismarck just turned toward the heavy group. Yeah. Does this... What are the ramifications? You know, once this news of this disaster for them, what are the ramifications of this disaster for them when that word reaches Berlin? And when word of this reaches the Reichschancellery, certain little mustachioed fellow is not gonna be happy. He's gonna be very, very unhappy. Now, put down in the comment section. You think it's gonna be... You think he gets offered a blindfold? Or... You know, does Raider and you-know-who decide to show a little mercy? I mean, they were outnumbered. You know, just kind of, okay, it happens. You know, you only lost the biggest... You only lost the Bismarck. You only lost the Gneisenau. And Prinz Eugen. And Lutzow. You know, you lost half our surface fleet. Left half our surface fleet to die. You know, we'll let bygones be bygones on this. Water under the bridge. Anybody believe that? I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Or do they get an all expenses paid trip to the Chile, yes, Eastern Front? So, yeah, which one do you think they get as a result of that fiasco? I'm thinking they get told to smile for the flash, if you get my meaning. You know, while standing in front of a wall. So, yeah. This does not end well for the commander of the Tirpitz. He may have saved his skin as far as this battle goes. But I think that's about all he saved. Alright, come on. There's no saving her. I mean, we're talking over 6 minutes for some of these. All right. Prince of Wales got hit by an 8-inch. She's alright. It was to the one of the screws. That could be bad. But overall, she's fine. She's fine. Yep. Sadly, there goes KG5. You know, like I said, I mean, honestly, you just look at the damage. There is no saving her. Alright. Concentrate on the fight that's left. Or what fight we got left here. Alright. I'm about tired of those little... I'm about tired of these little guys over here. They're gonna pay. Attack. Fire at will. That Lutzow is going down. Like now. Alright. Okay, revenge. Now you're in position, baby. Time to get you some. Ooh, Bismarck took another hit. Alright, let's get these loaded up here. That'll work. There we go. That's the picture I wanted. Alright, so what are we at? 25,000. Alright, resolution. Doing good. Rodney. Doing alright. Nelson's good. Alright. Okay, I'll turn revenge to manual. And Prince of Wales. Alright, Prince Will, do something with that little jack wagon over there already. You know, the one that keeps trying to put holes in you. Now, at this rate, they're going to sit there and plink her out of the fight. So, yeah. Ooh, Bismarck took a 14. And tell Devonshire to do the same. Along with Hood. I'll get 3 of them on that thing. Now it's gonna pay. It's gonna pay just for existing. Oh. Prinz Eugen still trying to be a pest. Okay. Because they're running right headlong into this. Their own fault. Well, not entirely their fault. Partly. They had a chance to run away. They're the ones that turned back in. Just saying. The Tirpitz group ran off. You know. Lord knows what's going to happen to them. For all I know, they all may end up on the Eastern Front. But, you know, definitely not looking good for Bismarck right now. Yeah, there goes Lutzow. Yeah, she's paying for her sins. She made the ultimate sin. She touched one of the other boats. Ooh, Bismarck just took another hit. Duke of York took one. Didn't hurt her. Secondary. Rodney took a hit, a secondary, or 5.9 inch, just a little 6 inch. But this is not the spot to be right now. I would not recommend sea duty on the Bismarck right now. Speaking of Bismarck, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Now like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. But tomorrow, back to the list. Number 2, Bismarck. Number 3, Yamato. Number 1 contenders fight. Now, the winner of that, next week, next Friday, faces New Jersey for the, for the number 1 spot. We'll see what happens. Now, y'all get in that Discord and I get enough of you in there. Today, guess what? It means I can probably, change up how we do Yamato Bismarck. Instead of just me against the AI again, it can be you versus you, or you versus you, one of you viewers against another viewer. But you wouldn't be just viewers then, you'd be participants. Okay? Come on in. You don't. Here's the beautiful part about the way I'm doing this. And, you know, those of y'all that watch Grim Reaper's channel, the way they do it. We only need one copy of War on the Sea. And guess what? We already got that. Mine. Right? You just tell me what you want done. I do them. Okay? Simple as that. And then we go in and, you know, we record it, all that nice stuff, blah, blah, blah. There you are. You know, let's build a community here. That's what we want to do ultimately. Turn this thing into not just a channel, y'all. I want to turn this thing into a community. Alright. Now, as the time of recording this, I look at my stats here. Got my channel stats. Let's see. Go to that. We have 151 of you that subscribe. Nice. Very, very nice. You know, we're making some progress towards the goal of 500. You know, I mean, I'm not thinking, you know, too big right now. We can do 500. Come on. I mean, just looking at my, my stats here. Alright. Over the last 28 days, right? All the watch time I've had, I've got 90.1% of it has been from non-subscribers. Come on. Y'all keep coming back. Might as well subscribe, I'm just saying. So, yeah, go ahead and smash that subscribe, the like button, the whole 9 yards. Like I said, we'll turn this thing into a community. Not just a channel. Alright. So, back to watching this. Yeah, I'd say Bismarck is effectively done. She's dead in the water. So, again, we come back to how big of a rate, I mean, how many times does a certain mustachioed individual in Berlin pound on his desk yelling 9? I'm thinking he's having he would have a raging fit once word of this got back. Alright, we gotta check on Rodney. Yeah. You know, she got some fires going, but you know, it's pretty much under control. We're okay. Rodney's alright. She'll be fine. Alright, but yeah. Still working on. How about we make it a really bad day for Prinz Eugen, though? Shall we? I mean, you know, let's face it. Bismarck's done for. I mean, yes, she's still slinging 15-inch shells. For now. But... Oh, whoa. New contact. Okay, we got a problem. They haven't left yet. Alright, we gotta swing the group around. That is... That's one of the German heavies that's still hanging around. Alright. Alright, that's either going to be Hipper or Scheer. Hold on. That looks like Hipper. Yeah, it's Hipper. It's definitely not the Scheer. It's Admiral Hipper. Time to go get her. All right. Time to finish that one off. Where's the rest of that group at? Alright, where's the rest of that group at? Fire at will. Don't tell me Prince of Wales is that up. Yep. Yeah, she's out of forward magazine ammo. Okay. Alright, Rodney's getting hit. Come on, y'all. No. This whole group decided to go after Bismarck instead. Never mind the fact that they're all getting hit by this little dude over here. And they're letting this heavy cruiser pick them apart. Actually, you know what? He's no longer even a threat, really. Prinz Eugen is. Because, yeah, she coming in way too close. Start throwing smoke with all of these guys. All right. Yeah. Prinz Eugen ain't making it. The entire heavy group is on her. Come on, heavies. Alright, heavy group's on her. Let's finish her. Bismarck's still taking hits. Prinz Eugen's just getting raked. Bismarck's still taking hits. Alright. Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's get this one over with. There we go. There we go. All right, keep it up. Keep pounding. There you go. Alright, gotta check Rodney out. Oof. Yeah, she's taking a little bit of a beating, y'all. I don't want to lose two ships. Already lost one. But gotta get somebody on that fire over here. Okay. Get you over here onto that one. Alright. Prinz Eugen's just about disabled. I don't think she's got much left in her. Alright, keep going. Come on, put her on the bottom. There you go. Ooh. Alright. Well, so far, Home Fleet's only lost one ship. Yeah, another one that's going to have to be in dry dock for for a considerable amount of time. Rodney will probably need dry docked for quite some time. Yeah. Now Lutzow's taking hits. Let's get Prince of Wales group. All going after Bismarck. go with that for now. There ain't much left of Lutzow. One of those. Oh no, I'm still looking at Prinz Eugen. Okay. Either way, ain't much left of her. Come on, y'all. Come on, heavy group. No wonder y'all reverted back to firing at... Alright, there we go. Now Prinz Eugen's being turned into scrap. The hard way. I mean, there can't be much left. Nope, she gone. And turn them all onto Lutzow. Actually, check that. Turn them all onto the hipper. This one straggler from the Tirpitz group, you know, just gonna have to pay. I mean, if he manages to survive this, he may be the only captain on that, you know, in the entire group that keeps, you know, actually keeps his command. Let alone doesn't end up on the Eastern Front. Alright. So, we got to get Rodney put out now. Rodney's in a bad way. Alright, Nelson is... yeah, she's fine. Should be alright. Rodney's the one in deep trouble right now. But yeah. Yeah, that's a big problem. So, go over here, take a look at Hipper. And sometime today, y'all. Alright, I got an idea. I'll turn just a little bit. Alright. Make a quick turn. Okay, somebody put that fire out. Thank you. Yes. Okay. There's another fire out. Now we got to get the flooding under control, along with some more fires. But the important thing is, we're making progress. That's all that matters. Okay. Alright, we'll get Barham going after Lutzow, along with Rodney. And, you know what? We'll turn Warspite on it, too. Alright, there we go. Now the rest can get hipper. And deal with that one. Boom. Alright. Come on. Alright, let's get this battle group doing its thing here. Now, remember, Prince of Wales group the former King George V group, yeah, they'd basically been engaged since the beginning. So, yeah, it's not entirely surprising that they just might be running out of ammo. Alright, there we go. Duke of York, unsurprisingly, is out of forward ammo. Hood has still got ammo. Alright, good. What about Suffolk? She should still be good. Yeah, she's still good. Norfolk. Alright. Devonshire is still good. And Berwick. Just a quick ammo check. Alright. So the two bigs are running off of their supplies in the aft turrets. We may lose Rodney. Yeah, I may lose Rodney. But bigger scheme of things, bigger strategic picture, this would still be considered a resounding success. Because yes, we've lost King George V. We may end up losing Rodney. However, the Germans will have ultimately lost half their combat their combat capability. So, yeah. Now I gotta get Rodney out of here. Oh, there goes the hipper. Yep. Alright. So, I mean, this is going to be a 2-hour video. But, again, yeah, look at the complexity of this thing. This was not going to be a fight that's over in 20 minutes. So, you know, alright. I mean, the fight itself has gone an hour and 35. So, yeah. So far. Yeah, this is not a fight that was going to be over in just 10, 20 minutes. I mean, you're dealing with two massive groups, or two fleets, 4 groups, or split into 4 groups. And I'm not even counting right now how many ships are on that British side. So, yeah. This was to be expected. But, yeah, it's gone about the way I figured it would. All right. Get them all to attacking. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's kind of pointless to go attacking the Hipper. It's like, really? She's gone. She's done for. There she goes. All right. Let's get rid of Lutzow. Alright. So, time to get Lutzow. Get rid of her. And then, the big one. But, yeah, the Fjord Queen took off running back to her fjord with her tail between her legs. Honestly, if I was at the officer corps on that ship, I'd never come out of that fjord. You don't know who's going to be coming after you now. Because, like I said, the little mustachioed man, you know, the PO'd Austrian artist, yeah, he's probably going to have a little something to say about the way this went down. Okay, come on. We gotta get them fires out. Alright, there the Lutzow's taking hits. They're still trying to take out Rodney. But, look at the scoreboard. Bismarck disabled. Prinz Eugen sunk. Gneisenau sunk. Admiral Hipper sunk. About to be Lutzow sunk. What'd they get out of it? Bismarck, and what'd they get out of it? Rodney and, or potentially Rodney. Definitely North Carolina. Yeah. Or not North Carolina. King George V. Definitely King George V. Potentially Rodney. That's what I meant. Yeah. That's not a good trade. If you're the Kriegsmarine. That's not a trade you can afford. And that is not a trade-off that you can really afford to make. Alright. Send everybody that still got guns after that one. I mean, good night. Honestly, what's left of Bismarck? She ain't got much left. I mean, her guns is the only thing she's got. She's a monitor at this point. Ooh. All right. Where are my cruisers? All right. Alright, we're going for him. Devonshire's getting in range. They're getting in position. Alright. In addition to Devonshire, I'm going to send Berwick in to drop torpedoes. Excuse me. So, Barham's out of ammo. Warspite's out of ammo. It would appear. No, she's still got ammo. Yeah, she's still fine. Yeah, I don't know what that thing thinks it's talking. Oh, okay. I got a 4-inch gun that's out of ammo. Big deal. What about Warspite? Same thing. It's a 4-inch gun that's out of ammo. Everything that matters is still got, you know, stuff that goes boom. You know, still got some stuff that can hit and hurt. But yeah. Here comes the coup de grace, y'all. Anything and everything fires. Sorry, but isn't the German crew supposed to have, I don't know, scuttled or so by now? You know, that's one thing that aggravates me. With the Bismarck. All this controversy over whether the British were the ones that sank her or her own crew did it. Okay. Just for the sake of argument, let's say that's correct. And yeah, her crew opened the scuttles, she went down. Okay. Did that change anything? The ultimate outcome? No. I mean, let's face it, she was still going down. Whether it was by gunfire, even more holes in the ship, whatever. She was sinking. There was no point at, you know, right then in opening the scuttles. You know, or setting scuttling charges. What was the point? There wasn't any. I mean, did anybody think she had a chance of sailing out of that? No. There's no way. I mean, I question whether she even could have been towed at that point. You know, there's no chance that she was going to be allowed to survive. So she was taken out. Whether the crew did it, the British did it. I mean, let's face it. The only thing the German crew did was save, you know, the Royal Navy probably a few $100,000, or a few £100,000, sorry, in ammo costs. That's it. I mean, and the argument that the British guns were ineffective. I saw that in the comments. I didn't reply to it. I'll let y'all handle that. Honestly, I just kind of let y'all handle the trolls on there. Y'all were doing a good job at handling them. So I was letting y'all finish them. I figured, hey, troll buffet for everybody else. Alright, cool. Knock yourselves out. Anyhow. Yeah, the concept that British guns were ineffective is nonsense. If they were so ineffective, man, riddle me this. If the British guns were so ineffective, why did Prince of Wales manage to penetrate a fuel tank, causing Bismarck to have to split off from Prince Eugen and go back to France? Alright. Answer me that. Down in the comments section, or better yet, get on Discord. Links down in the comment section, in the description. Click on that, jump in there, and you can talk with me about it. You know, tell me why you think, or why it is that Bismarck was forced to split off from a Prince of Wales shot that penetrated her fuel tank. She had, I mean, she had suffered a mission kill just from that. All right. So yeah, I welcome debate on it. Come on. Now, everybody else that's rational and can think logically, you guys jump in the Discord also. Come on, let's get that discussion. Let's get discussions going. You know, you think you got some good strategy, tactics for this? Come on, let's see them. I want to see somebody. I want to see how good y'all are. So bring it on. Alright. Well, since this one's just about over with, again, I want to thank Dr. Clarke for his input and assistance in coming up with a force structure for this scenario. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching it this far. I know it's 2 hours. I mean, it's over 2 hours. You know, I can't express how much I appreciate y'all sticking with it for that. Alright. And with that, we just honestly, I'm almost tempted to say we can call this. Because, yeah, let's face it, it's pretty obvious the outcome at this point. That's, you know, it's pretty much inevitable. There's no way that Bismarck doesn't sink at this point. And honestly, the rest of the German fleet, you know, Tirpitz, Scharnhorst, Admiral Scheer, it's obvious what happened with them. They all have cut and run. Yeah, they're no longer in the area. Yeah, Bismarck's screws aren't even turning anymore. And on an even worse note for Bismarck, or maybe not, she got lucky. Those fish ran out of fuel. So, we go back up topside. Yeah, honestly, I knew I was going to lose Rodney. There was no saving her. Alright, but overall, 2 battleships, 2 British battleships lost. And, you know, is not as big an impact to the Royal Navy in 1941 as, you know, Bismarck, Gneisenau, and 3 heavy cruisers. You know, those losses are to the Kriegsmarine. I mean, you're looking at the majority of the German surface force striking capability. All in one shot. No, in one morning. Gone. Whereas home fleet lost 2 battleships that, oh, by the way, 2 more are sitting on the slipways getting built now. You know, not to mention all the others that are on the slipways getting built. So, with that, there's the message. Bismarck's sinking. This one's over. So, you folks have a good one. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Again, if you made it this far, I very much appreciate it. And we will see ya tomorrow. Yamato, number 3 Yamato, number 2 Bismarck. We're going to see her again for the number 1 contender spot and a shot at New Jersey on the 1st. All right. Y'all have a good one. And like I said, we will see you next time.